Excited to get a unexpected extra home game here. Obviously not it's not the circumstances any of us would want it under, and certainly the thoughts and prayers go out to everybody affected by the hurricane. Certainly the Tulane football team, all that they've been going through, being relocated. I know a lot of guys, from that area, so certainly thoughts and prayers with them, their families, the staff, the families. Excited that we were able to come together and find a way to make this happen, and give credit to both administrations for doing a lot of work in a short amount of time. It's, even me being on this side of it, you don't really realize all it takes to put together a football game and to host this many people, and to do it on short notice when you didn't expect the game to be here is a huge undertaking. But, I think, we wanted to be able to do it, for Tulane, to be able to keep the game on. Excited to be able to play another game here, and I'm sure, fans will respond, and we'll have a great atmosphere in there Saturday morning. So obviously can't wait to get started. The first game, always a ton of anticipation, and certainly this one no different for us. I like the way that we've prepared. I feel like that we're ready to play. We're ready to finally go play somebody else. Ready to see what this team is going to look like here early in the season, how young guys are going to come along, the chemistry, adapting to kind of all that's new. It's all been a bunch of challenges for us, and we'll get a good litmus test here on Saturday about where we're at. So have a lot of respect for Tulane. Coach Fritz, have watched him for a long time, and he's one of the best. He's done a tremendous job there. He's been able to do it amid, some staff changes, player changes. It's been just kind of constant level of high level football. And so a lot of respect for those guys. They had a really strong season last year, and we're agonizingly close to winning several more. So a lot of respect for the team, some really good players coming back, and be a fun challenge here for our opener. Not much. Really, we don't get on a plane. Other than that, Friday schedule for a home game is slightly different just because of that, but not much at all. Preparation will be the same. It's going to be a little warm outside, whether we were playing in New Orleans or playing here. So I think the biggest thing for us was being able to communicate with the guys and with their families right away, because you had so many families that were planning, to come there, and now have to switch plans around. So we told the guys it's kind of two different categories. There's the family side, the planning, all that stuff, which we'll handle that for the team. Again, it's instead of a plane ride, we're going to be on a bus to our hotel and a bus back over to the stadium. Other than that, you guys know us. We love playing everywhere. Excited we get another one. But if they'd have told us it was a neutral site, if they would have told us it was anywhere on this planet, we'd have been ready to play. There's a lot. The games just feel different. They just do. I think defensively, you're always looking to see how do you tackle. I think from second one, the tackle, the physicality of the tackles, being able to limit explosive plays, I think is a huge one that we're excited to see. Obviously, getting a chance to go live on a quarterback, we don't do that, but we've got some guys up front that do a good job of getting after the quarterback, and so can we create the type of pressure and cause the turnovers and all the havoc back there that sometimes you don't quite see in a practice setting where you're protecting a quarterback. And then one big thing for us has been, we weren't a very smart football team early in the season last year. Mental mistakes, penalties, kind of all the above, and that's been a huge push for us. We finished last season as I think one of the smartest football teams in the country. We were tremendous at it at the end of the year, but can we do that early? And we've pushed like crazy for that throughout the entire camp, both with the plan, the emphasis with the players, emphasis from the coaching staff, and so I'm excited to see how smart we can go out there and play in game one. He was great. Mykel was great. He was a coach favorite, was a player favorite, just kind of one of those guys that was always for the team, and did kind of anything necessary to do it. Had a positive attitude, had a lot of different roles, made a lot of big plays here, but always was a team first guy and very competitive. So now he made us better during his time here. We had a blast coaching him. When he made the move, we understood it. It wasn't one of those ones that we've had from time to time where you kind of scratch your head a little bit. We understood it, and I'm glad to see that he's doing well, but was certainly one of our favorites while he was here.
Flip side of that, you talked about when you first got here wanting to impact players off the field. Is it encouraging when you see someone, in his case, for an example, someone who's left the program really still being impacted by what they experienced here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think they're all going to leave the program at some point, whether it's to another program, whether it's the job world, whether it's the NFL, whatever it is. And so, no, that's one of our, that's one of the best things I think you can do as far as a program to see, if you're being successful in that regard as far as impacting their lives and the way you're trying to mold them and shape them here is what do they do when they leave, and are they being productive? Are they being successful? Have they taken some of that? And so whether it's him or anybody else, and no matter what field they're having success, seeing those guys have success that way is about as good as it gets for us. Really poised throughout the year. They scored a lot of points. They were pretty good offensively. I think you see with him is he's an active guy. I mean, he can. That's always one thing you look at first defensively. Is how does he move around? Can he beat you with his legs? Can he beat you in scramble situations? And he certainly can. So, impressed by him, and we're certainly expecting to see a natural jump for him, like you would with any quarterback going into the next year of starting. That you feel like you're going to see a big jump, and we'll probably see a much better player than we saw on tape, and we saw a very good player on tape. So we'll have to do a good job containing him. Again, he's active, can move around, can really beat you with his legs. And I think that'll be one of the big keys for us Saturday is not letting him get out in space and make plays.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.